All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Henry Cavill and Michael B. Jordan. I really don't get into all of this celebrity stuff, but this interests me. This is why I'm putting them together. Henry Cavill made some comments about, under this current climate, he doesn't want to approach women because he's afraid that he might get involved in the Me Too movement. And some women got upset. And, in some ways, the way I look at it is they're upset because Henry Cavill is the type of guy that they want to approach them. Harvey Weinstein isn't the type of guy they want to approach them. But guys don't look at it that way, because there are guys who are considered attractive to women who got involved in the Me Too movement too. But that's a problem, right? And it kind of shines a light on the hypocrisy of the whole situation, because they are mad because he's apprehensive about getting put in a situation that he doesn't want to be in. And it highlights something that's been permeating in this whole situation, is that, everything could be looked at as any man could be vilified when approaching a woman. And there are women who feel like, no, I wouldn't vilify Henry Cavill. Well, I mean, he's Superman, for God's sakes. He's tall, he's muscular, he's handsome, he's rich. If he approached me, I would always say yes. Yeah, that's nice. But why would he want to take that chance? When he's seen guys who he might deem as, somebody he knows who might have a good reputation, got put in this Me Too mix. Somebody who he might know has a bad reputation, but had evidence to prove that they didn't do what they were put out into the world. Excuse me, or what they were put out as far as the media is concerned to doing. Because sometimes people talk and people have inside information, and you see how this could work, and I think that's part of the issue. Is now, I think it bothers the women that the guys who they would consider the pick of the litter is like, I'm not approaching nobody. I'd rather be with an ex and go back and forth that way than meet new people. Because if that's the case, it kind of chips away at the Prince Charming thing. Like he's not going to be the single Prince Charming to come and save you now because of Me Too. And that, I guess, wasn't how it was intended. It was intended to get who everybody deemed as the creeps, because a lot of this is involved around guys who are older, unattractive, and in powerful positions, whether they did it or didn't do it. Henry Cavill is younger, attractive, and he's also in a powerful position, but he doesn't. But he's like, I could be viewed as a creep just like everybody else. And I think the women don't understand that's very much so true, because women's moods change. The guy who you just because you say you want a particular guy to approach you, doesn't mean you haven't turned down that guy. The mood wasn't right, the time wasn't right, he didn't say the right thing, oh, I didn't like the way he did this, I didn't like that, and it changes on a dime. So guys see that, guys notice that, she might be receptive one minute and then completely flip out the next. And this inconsistency is the reason why a person like Henry Cavill is like, I don't want no parts of it, yo. I'm not finna mess up everything that I work for just to approach just to be looked at as a potential rapist for approaching a woman. It's not worth it. You know, that juice ain't worth the squeeze. And because it's that way, it's kind of like the only way people gonna get around it is something that's not gonna happen. Is women say, okay, these men are the Me Too men, but these men can approach us in the very same way as these guys that we're gonna go at in Me Too. But these other guys, they can approach us that very same way because we like them. You know, but this 10% of guys, they can come at us like that. You 90% of guys, we gonna Me Too you. Guys are like, I don't even, you know, who fits in the 10%? Nobody knows because it's gonna keep changing. And even the guys are not even trying to play that game like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Nah, the same thing goes with Michael B. Jordan. To me, it shows the hypocrisy. It reminded me of the movie Red Tails. He goes out to party in Italy, and now women are losing their minds because he's partying with Italian chicks in Italy, as if Italian women aren't in Italy, just like in the movie Red Tails. He's with a white woman. It was based like in Italy, I want to say, either Italy or Spain. Like, that's what he's gonna be around. Like, why are you not getting this? You know, you got people like, you know, I don't know if they got the mindset that if you're a black man and you go to Italy, what you need to do is you need to find some black women online to party with in Italy, because if we catch you in Italy partying with Italian women, we gonna get mad at you. Like, I don't get it. But what this goes back to is this about Michael B. Jordan or is this about Killmonger? You know, because a lot of women were so attracted to Killmonger. Oh, that's my type of guy. Oh, I'm so turned on by Killmonger. Oh, and now Killmonger like white women. That's what it look like. I mean, that's what it looks like. You know, I can't stand him now. I hate Killmonger because they treating Michael B. Jordan as if he was actually the star of Black Panther. I'm not gonna see Black Panther because Killmonger was in Italy with Italian women. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna ever watch his movie because he was with an Italian chick. Okay, but he doesn't like black women. Why does? Wait. The hypocrisy is ridiculous, because at the end of the day, I remember there was a show not too long ago with black women who went to Italy to find love, to find an Italian guy. And people seem to be going harder on Michael B. Jordan than these women are going on Azalea Banks. See, if that was consistent, I think I could understand it. But that's the hypocrisy of it, is that the very women who don't want him dating non-black women are the very group of women that openly profess how much they want to date non-black men. So, I mean, it's not like he's marrying these chicks. It's not like they did the same thing with Kyrie Irving. You know, now all these women are hoes and bitches because they on the boat with this guy. Now, the problem is, if a bunch of black women was on if Henry Cavill went to Jamaica and was on a boat with a bunch of Jamaicans, black women wouldn't do this. Like, we winning. We got Superman on the boat and we gonna give him all the goods. Oh, he could come save me, Clark. So it's like, I mean, come on, man. Let a person live. All this policing about who they should and shouldn't be with and around is ridiculous, because it's not a two-way street. And black men, for the most part, know this. Like, it's never has been a two-way street. So if this guy wants to go somewhere, guess what? If he was going to Hawaii, he'd be on a boat with Hawaiians. If he was going to boat, if he was in Japan, he'd be on a boat with Japanese women. If he was in a boat on a boat in Africa, he'd be on the sea with some African women. If he was India, they'd be Indian women. You get what I'm saying? Like, to ignore the logic is ridiculous. But like I said, it's an issue because ultimately they want Michael B. Jordan. And the question that has to be asked sometimes in these situations is, when did you want Michael B. Jordan though? Like, you know, see, when these guys hit a certain level of success, all of a sudden all these women want them and expect that these guys are just supposed to turn around and just, like, even if Michael B. Jordan gets with a black woman and marries a black woman, okay, like, he married a black woman. That happens with most black men. Like, you know, 4 out of 5 black men will marry black women, the ones that get married. Like, with, you know, it's up 80% and up. Like, that's gonna happen. So what's the big deal? And I say that because at the end of the day, I would bet the very black women who didn't like to see him on a boat with non-black women, for the most part, those are black women who've dated non-black men at some point in their life, who've been approached by non-black men, who've danced with non-black men, who went kicking it with non-black men. So, you know, I mean, are we gonna act as though we haven't seen these same black female celebrities getting water bottles poured down the crack of their behind by non-black men, and that's what it is. Getting turned out by a group of white men, but that's what it is. Say that they're gonna go hop on white cock because we're crazy. That's what it is. You know, make websites, make books. Like, I mean, y'all gotta chill out. Like, damn. Let the dude enjoy his life. He's a young movie star. They do that. They go kick it around the world with different women. You know, and at some point, y'all gonna watch these like Real Housewives shows, and these girls are gonna go on a girls trip to some other country, and they're gonna be flirting with non-black men in other countries, and y'all gonna be cheering for that. This is why I say it's hypocrisy, because at the end of the day, you know, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But the irony of it is, I don't think Henry Cavill or Michael B. Jordan is doing this out of spite. They're just living their lives and adapting to the times. And all of a sudden, that's a bad thing. That just makes no sense. I'm out.